Numbers chapter 15. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When you be come into the land of your habitations, which I give to you, and will make an offering by fire to the Lord, a burnt offering, or a sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a free will offering, or in your solemn feast, to make a sweet savor to the Lord of the herd or of the flock, then shall he that offers his offerings to the Lord bring a meat offering of a 10th deal of flour mingled with the 4th part of hin of oil. And the 4th part of a hin of wine for a drink offering shall you prepare with the burnt offering or sacrifice for 1 lamb. Or for a ram you shall prepare for a meat offering 2 10th deals of flour mingled with the 3rd part of a hin of oil. And for a drink offering you shall offer the 3rd part of a hin of wine for a sweet savor to the Lord. And when you prepare a bullock for a burnt offering or for a sacrifice in performing a vow or peace offerings to the Lord, then shall he bring with a bullock a meat offering of 3 10th deals of flour mingled with half a hin of oil. And you shall bring for a drink offering half a hin of wine, for an offering made by fire of a sweet savor to the Lord. Thus shall it be done for 1 bullock, or for 1 ram, or for a lamb or a kid. According to the number that you shall prepare, so shall you do to everyone according to their number. All that are born of the country shall do these things after this manner, in offering an offering made by fire of a sweet savor to the Lord. And if a stranger sojourn with you, or whosoever be among you in your generations, and will offer an offering made by fire of a sweet savor to the Lord, as you do, so he shall do. 1 ordinance shall be both for you of the congregation, and also for the stranger that sojourns with you, an ordinance forever in your generations. As you are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. 1 law and 1 manner shall be for you, and for the stranger that sojourns with you. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When you come into the land where I bring you, then it shall be that when you eat of the bread of the land, you shall offer up a heave offering to the Lord. You shall offer up a cake of the first of your dough for a heave offering. As you do the heave offering of the threshing floor, so shall you heave it. Of the first of your dough you shall give to the Lord a heave offering in your generations. And if you have erred and not observed all these commandments which the Lord has spoken to Moses, even all that the Lord has commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that the Lord commanded Moses, and hereafter among your generations, then it shall be, if it be committed by ignorance, without the knowledge of the congregation, that the congregation shall offer 1 young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor to the Lord, with his meat offering and his drink offering according to the manner, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel. And it shall be forgiven them, for it is ignorance. And they shall bring their offering, a sacrifice made by fire to the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord for their ignorance. And it shall be forgiven all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourns among them, seeing all the people were in ignorance. And if any soul sin through ignorance, then he shall bring a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for the soul that sins ignorantly when he sins by ignorance before the Lord, to make an atonement for him, and it shall be forgiven him. You shall have 1 law for him that sins through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourns among them. But the soul that does anything presumptuously, Whether he be born in the land or a stranger, the same reproaches the Lord, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he has despised the word of the Lord, and has broken his commandment. That soul shall utterly be cut off, his iniquity shall be upon him. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him to Moses and Aaron and to all the congregation, and they put him inward, because it was not declared what should be done to him. And the Lord said to Moses, the man shall be surely put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones outside the camp. And all the congregation brought him outside the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be to you for a fringe, that you look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and that you seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which you used to go whoring, that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy to your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am the Lord your God.